Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop the chitter chatter and get ready for what matters. You know, it's Tuesday Night Fight Talk. My name's Jair McClain. I'm a former two-time cruiserweight champion of the world, and I'm your host, and this is my show. Now let's go!
Put your hands together. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now for my man, Ronald Winky Ron.
You call me Ronald one more time, I'm trying to get this right, man. I'm trying to set this up right. Hold up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, my man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm glad to have you on this show, brother. So, you know, man, like I say, man, this show here, man, is just a spot where I just bring the legends in here. I bring the legends in here just to sit and talk boxing, man. You know, tell the people about some of the stuff that they may not know, some of the stuff you went through. I mean, how old were you when you started boxing?
I started boxing when I was 16. I turned pro when I was 18.
Oh,
okay. Then I just was fighting, you know, until my first title fight was I was 21.
Yeah, no, but I know. But the point that I was making was that I knew that you started boxing as a professional fairly quick and fairly young.
Yeah. I turned pro at 18, man. You know what I mean? Just decided, hey, if I'm gonna do it, let's do it. You know what I mean? When I was amateur, because I wasn't amateur long, I was only amateur for 2 years, but the 1992 Olympics was coming up, and you know, I had beat the number 1 and the number 3 guy in my division going into the Goodwill Games, but because they said I wasn't boxing that long, they didn't want to give me a chance to go to the Goodwill Games. So, you know, I'm like, well, I know if y'all didn't let me go to the Goodwill Games, y'all ain't gonna let me go to the Olympics.
Right.
They don't need a waiting. They don't need a waiting. So
yeah, man, that's the politics been around a long time, boy.
Big time, man.
Politics been around a long time. Hey, but look, they ain't know what they was talking about, because how you become a Hall of Famer?
Yeah. That's what it is. You know, a lot of things, like you say, things happen for good reason. You know what I mean? A lot of things happen. You know, a lot of people didn't give me a chance to do what I wanted to do or give me the big fights that I wanted. But, you know, time, you know, everybody got time for what they need to do. And, you know, the right time for me came when I turned pro. And like I said, a lot of people overlooked me until I beat Shane, and then it was on then.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
Not just once, twice. But, hey, and not just beat him twice. How you gonna just drop your hands and let the man hit you?
No, you know, man, it was just, you know, letting them know, man, I had a good time, but, you know, you can't beat me. This is my time to shine, you know what I mean? And I was just feeling good, and I felt he couldn't hurt me, and, you know, I wanted to show him that he couldn't hurt me, so that's when I dropped my hand and said, you know, go ahead.
Hey, man, you a better man than me, boy. Hey, and Shane is the truth.
Yeah, oh, man, listen, man.
Mosley's the truth.
I take my head off to Shane. Like I said, Shane was one of the only guys that was a step up to the plate and give me a shot. You know, a lot of other fighters at that time wouldn't fight me. You know what I'm saying? At one time I was number 1 across the board. And then when I finally did win the title, only fights I would get was my number 1 contenders, because no big name wanted to fight me. So
right.
Yeah, Shane stepped up, you know. People still wouldn't have knew who he was. So I really appreciate Shane stepping up and taking that challenge. Right.
I mean, but even in the beginning of your career, it was hard to even get a big promoter to touch you, like DK.
Yeah, they didn't want to give me no big fights. It was crazy. I guess coming from, you know, fighting out of St. Petersburg, Florida, at that time, there was no fighters out of St. Pete. So, you know, it's hard to open up a boxing mecca when you the first one. You get what I'm saying? You got to go through the gates before anybody else, and that's what happened in St. Pete, in Tampa area. It was nobody out here doing anything, no big names. So, you know, it was like, well, it's a little local boxing thing, but, you know, I wanted to be bigger than local. I was like, man, I ain't.
Now y'all got it popping a little bit. You got a couple cats.
Right. We had it popping one time. Me, then I had Jeff Lacey come through. Tarver came to Tampa, and then, you know, we got Keith Thurman. So, you know, yeah, we did what we had to do.
But what was that buildup like when you finally got that fight? From the time that you signed that contract, like, ooh, it's going down. From that day to the fight, what was that moment like? What was that time like?
Well, you know, when I first got that first Shane fight, you know, you still got the people that don't believe you, don't believe that you can do it because you ain't on TV. Shane on HBO. Shane beat De La Hoya twice. It's all about Shane, you know what I mean? And I told him, I said, it's cool. I said, you know, y'all only know Shane because y'all get to see him on TV. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't get to see me on TV like that. So y'all don't know what I can do. Man, you can't beat Shane. This some of my homeboy. You, man, Shane tough. I'm like, okay. Well, Shane can't beat me. You ain't seen Shane fight me yet, so we're going to see. So that was the whole thing, that whole build-up, and I had to prove it to not just myself, to everybody else that, you know, I can beat Shane. Because to myself, I knew I could beat him. Like I said, a lot of people ducked me, so I couldn't get my chance to shine like they did early in their career. See, they got to shine early in their career, so they got to get a lot of big fights. But it took me until Shane to get a big fight like that. So, you know, but I had to keep knocking down. I knocked down so many number one contenders, you know. If you really look back at my career, I fought a lot of number one contenders.
Oh, man, you fought everybody. You fought everybody.
One by one. So, you know, until the big names came, and then, like I said, it was what it was.
So, but what was it for you, like, internally? Like, you get this fight. You know, you've been fighting the odds all this time. Now this is going to be your time to shine. So, when you got that, you signed that contract, everything's done. You in training camp. What is it like for you mentally every day when you get up?
Me, it was beautiful. It was like saying, "Listen, I made it." You know what I'm saying? I did what everybody thought I couldn't do. I never, you know, I had promoters and I had people that said, "Man, you ain't gonna never be a world champion." And I was already world champion. But before that, now I really, because when I won my second title, I won it. We both was going for the title, so nobody didn't have us vacant. So we both had to go for
the first bid.
Yeah, I won that second. I won my first world title against Bronco McCart. I won the WBO, and then I came back and got the IBF. So we went for went for a vacant IBF belt. So, but
hey man, hold on. Hey, hold on. Listen, Bronco McCart don't want to hear your name no more.
man,
Bronco, 3 times, right?
Yeah, me and Bronco turned out to be friends, man. He's a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that, you know, he was the only one wanted to fight me. At that time, nobody really wanted to fight him. Because he was on USA, he was beating everybody. Nobody wanted to fight him. He had good power. And it was like, you know, nobody wanted to fight him. So for me, I was like, hey, let's do it. You know, I want a title. He got it. So I had to go to his hometown and fight him and beat him. And that's what I did. But like I said, Bronco, man, he turned out to be a good friend of mine. And, you know, I talked to him matter of fact the other day. So
yeah, that's what's up. But it's still crazy how, you know, you just keep running into the same person.
Yeah. Because after a while, you can't get nobody to fight. And then, like I said, Shane finally stepped up, so I was happy about that. And then, you know, we were just trying to get to the rest of them, trying to get De La Hoya, but he ran. He didn't want to have no parts of it.
But you got Tito.
I got Tito though. I got the man to beat him. So now I can't say that. I got the man to beat him. I got two of the men that beat him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely wanted that De La Hoya fight because at that time Oscar was.
Man, you just said a mouthful right there. You just said you got 2 of the men that beat De La Hoya. That's a whole lot.
I beat 2 of the men that beat. And like I said, at that time, Oscar was the gateway to everybody really making that multi money. You know, everybody for him, that's when they started making all that mega money. So, you know, for him not to give me that chance, it really upset me. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man, you know, you still got to the bag.
I got my bag and I'm happy.
You still, you know, man plans and God laughs because God is the best of planners.
Say it again, boy. You know, yep, God is the best of planners.
God is the best of planners, man. So what's gonna happen? They can't stop what's meant to be.
They can't stop what God got for you. They cannot stop, can it, brother?
Yeah, man, that's real talk. So, I wanted to talk to you about what's his name? B-Hop. The B-Hop fight.
Man, first of all, that fight, I still think I won that fight. Like I said, I know he did a lot of headbutting.
I think you won the B-Hop fight and the Vargas fight.
Yeah. Oh, Vargas, we definitely know.
Come on,
Vargas right. Vargas, they just was cheap. They had everything set for him. He was a young kid, 17-0, 17 knockouts. Nobody knew who I was, and you know they thought he was gonna come and knock me out. I said, y'all must be crazy if he gonna knock me out. Y'all gonna lose every dollar y'all got. Y'all bet that. So then, you know, they took us all the way out here to Lincoln City, Oregon, where it was no boxing commission. They did all that so they can put the fix-ins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But it was on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The world saw that.
A lot of people saw the fight. A lot of people saw the fight, and they know what happened.
And so with the B-Hop.
Now with the B-Hop fight, you know, it was first that B-Hop fight came upon crazy because I think we was in Tampa. I think Roy Jones and Tarver was fighting, and then I think, you know, B-Hop, I seen him and he was just like, man, you should fight. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I was like, I'll fight you. You know, at this time I'm 154, 160. And he 170. He just beat Tarver for the 175 belt, whatever. But you know, me, I'm like, man, I beat you. I mean, we can fight, let's do it. You know, I don't care nothing about, because I couldn't get nobody else wanted to fight with a big name. So I was like, I'll move up to that. I don't got no issue with that. I'll move up. And then that's how that fight came apart. So, you know, I did that and we fought. Like I said, you know, he got me on my game plan by headbutting me so much and cut me. So now, you know, he took me on my game plan by more boxing and using my jab more. But now I want to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? It was more fighting. You know, and he just kept holding me. I'm like, man, come on, bro. God, say something. Take a point. Do something, nigga. Holding me like you wrestling. So, you know, it is what it is. But like I say, I got to be able to fight him. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy to say, you know, I fought a lot of the legends. So in this era, in my era of boxing, I got to fight most of the legends.
That Kid Chocolate fight.
Yeah, Kid Chocolate. Listen. Now, it's two fights that.
Hey, you gotta explain that one to me now. Explain. Two fights that I really, you know, I wasn't even really into the fight just because it was like it's hard to go from fighting big fights to fighting people like Kid Chocolate, and even at that time, what's the other kid I lost to? With Paul Williams. Paul Williams.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it was the end.
Paul Williams won the fight. No, I know that about it. But it was just point I couldn't get up for that fight because it was like, who was the kid? I know he won for himself, but he was at that time. It wasn't really nothing for me to get up for. So, you know, I took the fight and from a long layoff, and you know, his length and everything just bothered me. I just really couldn't get in that long arms. He threw a punch from across the room. I'm like, God dang, how did he hit me with this? You know what I'm saying? But I
know all about that.
Yeah, it was good. So I liked that. You know, it was cool. I say, you know, that's it with it. But the Kid Chocolate thing, another fight that, you know, before I fought him, I was really telling him I'm finna stop because I can't get no big fights. So I was like, man, I'm gonna retire. You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, well, look, we'll give you a fight. And if, you know, you beat this fight, then we'll see, you know, about giving you a big fight, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know, it is what it is then. So, you know, he fought. At that time, I was just so weak from losing the weight that I couldn't really get my punches off. But I was there, you know, I'm blocking all the shots. He can't hurt me. But, you know, it's just like, hey, I can't get off. And then when he caught me with the hook, it was just backing up. It was just a good, clean shot. And I was like, okay. It ain't days, man. It just caught me at the right time, made me go down. But as soon as I hit down, look, got right back up, laughed. That's a good shot. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna knock me out. I ain't never got knocked out.
Nah, you never got stopped.
I fought with the best. Never got stopped. Fought with the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was.
Oh, now you had the dumb defense. Now you had impeccable defense. I don't know how you defeat.
But I can see right through that. That defense more because look, I'm red, man. I'm a light skinned brother, so you know what I'm saying. I get hit, I bruise up easy. You know what I'm saying. Y'all, they don't show that much. You know what I'm saying.
Hey man, I don't get hit that much easy, bro. I don't get hit that much.
That dog. You know what I'm saying. So that's how it was.
Yeah, now your defense was retarded. I mean. I remember. I'm trying to remember which fight it was. You were just standing right in the middle. I think that might have been that Shane fight too. You were standing right there, and you had I think that was Tito, and you was just walking him down with your hands up, walking him down. I was like, this dude's crazy.
Yeah, he was trying to dig in and turn his power, but I could see everything he was doing. I was just catching him with my arms. I was just like, okay. Just keep touching with the jab. Like I said, me and Tito was friends too. So it's hard to fight people you like. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't really want to hurt Tito. I just mainly wanted to beat him. You know what I'm saying? He's a great fighter. You know, you ain't want to hurt him. And then it just turned out to be so one-sided that I couldn't get a rematch. So
yeah,
fucked up the church's money, man.
Yeah. So what was the most fun? The highest point of your career, what was going on during that time?
The highest point, I would say, was first Shane fight because, you know, it was just like I shocked everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because that Shane, he just beat De La Hoya twice and, you know, that was a high point. And then it was just fun from there, you know, being able to go to the fights and people know exactly who you are and respect who you are, respect your whole fight game, everything about it. And that's what I like, you know what I'm saying? And I always show respect back, so it's good.
Yeah. And that's when you started playing a lot of golf, getting your ass whooped by me.
Yeah, right. Don't lie to the people, man. You and your homeboy Tav. I've been banging Tav up lately, man. Got my dog on. Yeah, my dog hurting right now.
I ain't even golfing like that no more, man. I'm all hurt up, man. I'm all hurt up, man. I play golf. I got to take off 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. I try to get out, but like I said, with this stuff going around, man, you just gotta be careful. You know, I ain't even been to the barbershop, boy. I'm looking rough right now. You know?
Yeah, man. I ain't playing no games with it.
At all.
No games.
How them ghetto girls say, at all.
Yeah. Hey, I'm doing real estate now, man. I'm doing virtual open houses, man.
Virtual open houses.
Virtual open houses, man. I'm just telling you, man. This technology is something else, boy.
Ain't it, man? You gotta get with it. You know what I mean? Gotta get with it.
I'm talking about for real. So when and what I was going to ask you, man, I forgot. Oh, the Hall of Fame. That's what it was.
Oh yeah. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? When they called me and told me that they say, look, you up for the Hall of Fame 2018.
17.
17. I was like, okay, I just retired. They was like, that was 5 years. I'm like, okay. So they was like, you up with some other people. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then he called me about a week later and said, listen, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. I was like, wow, that's big. Kid come from Washington, D.C., moved to Florida, started boxing, and now I'm in the Boxing Hall of Fame. That was real. You know what I'm saying? It was real.
That's big, man. Congrats again, bro. Congrats again.
I appreciate it.
Yo, so in the beginning of your career, you used to travel all over.
I had to go to Europe to fight a lot. First I fought my first like 10 or 11 fights in Florida, in St. Pete, Tampa. So, but there was no money, and it was I couldn't get the publicity that I wanted. So, you know, me and my coach Dan, he talked to some European promoters, and they was like, look, we'll bring you over here, we'll pay you way more money, and you know what I'm saying, I started getting noticed, you know what I'm saying. So now I'm going overseas and fighting, beating everybody over there. So now I look in the rankings, I'm in the world rankings now, you know what I'm saying? But so, you know, a lot of people that didn't know boxing wouldn't know me, but the people that knew boxing saw my name and saw Winky Wright. So it was like, okay. So
they looking at in that Ring magazine, right?
Yeah.
Ring magazine was the shit back then.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So I had to keep fighting and just keep on winning. And, you know, finally I kept saying, man, look, I gotta get back to the United States because, you know, you could be a good fighter in Europe, but it don't mean that without being in the United States. I'm from the United States, so I got to get back over here. And I kept telling everybody, because by this time now I'm in Europe, I'm making money. But when we go to Vegas, we go to the fights and all that. You know, I see Tyson and everybody on the billboards and all that. And I kept telling my homeboy, I said, well, one day I'm going to be up there, but y'all will be coming to see me fight. They're like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. And then, you know, when it happened, we talked about it, we laughed. It was like, you know what I mean? So it was good.
That's what's up, man. And you just brought up, you didn't even bring his name up, but just thinking back to them times, man, you know, our homeboy Damon that's gone, man.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah. God bless my dude, man. That's my little dude, man. You know what I mean? I miss the little dude because even though out the boxing, we still do our thing. We still hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, it's just sad that he got taken away from us like that.
Yeah, man. Because he brought that deal to me, and we negotiated when we tag team Adidas, boy. No, was it Adidas or
for Layla, right?
It was one of them deals, but we tag teamed up, put that thing on him.
He was a little hustler, man. He knew how to you know, do his thing, man.
Yeah, man, that was my dude. Well,
yeah.
Well, when you gonna get your butt whooped again on that golf course?
Man, I'm hopefully I'll get to play Tarv. I told him I'm gonna get him and Sheffield out there probably Saturday, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna bang him up real bad. Watch I hit you back and tell you see, I ain't been posting nothing on my IG or nothing for a long time because nigga, I'm looking rough, you know, all the stuff going on. I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be posting nothing out here, making it look like it's this and that. It's COVID, man. You better sit your ass still. So that's what I've been doing, just chilling. But I whipped them too. I'm gonna post them. I'm gonna take a picture and laugh at them.
All right, bet.
All right.
All right, bet. Tell Sheffield come up off them sticks, man. He got that good. He got some good cigars.
Yeah, he do.
The home run.
Smoke.
It's called the home run.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that joint good.
Yeah, y'all some smoking fools.
Cigar aficionados. Hey man, what's up, Wink? I appreciate you stopping by, man. Oh, one more thing, man. What you doing right now? So with boxing, are you involved in boxing in any way?
Not at all. I ain't involved with it at all. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm thinking about. I got a little kid asking me to work with him, but you know, it just right now. I just been just chilling, man, enjoying life, man. You know, all that boxing, all that time. It's time to enjoy life, family, kids. So that's what I'm doing.
Hey man, I feel you. I feel you. Hey, all them training camps.
Say it again. I tell you, bro, that training camp the worst, boy.
Training camps, and then like you, I used to go overseas a lot too. So
yeah,
all that, and I was going over there. I wasn't going over there to fight. I was going over there to spar.
Oh man, you crazy.
Man, I was getting that break. It was so easy.
Yeah, they pay that money too.
It was so easy back then, boy. You know, because back then they didn't even know how a black dude fight.
Yeah, they wasn't
no internet, no nothing. They ain't have a clue. They ain't have a clue of what I was doing.
Over there, tearing them up.
Hey, man, stand still. No.
Hey, still.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, man, I just want to appreciate you again, man. I want to shout you out, man. You got anybody you want to shout out, or you want to tell anybody where they can find you if they want to hit you up or something?
You know, I'm a real Winky Wright on all social media. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and that's about it. You know, like I said, I'm just chilling, enjoying myself, man. I ain't tripping on that.
Hey man, I see, man. You don't want no smoke. But let me ask you this:
At all.
Who was your rival? Did you have any beefs back then?
Nah, you know me, man. I'm a chill dude. I don't argue with dudes, man. I don't argue with nobody. None of that, man. I ain't got time for that.
I can't even think of it. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, because you never see me. I don't know beef with me. I ain't argue with a dude, man. It's time. If we're going to fight, we're going to fight. I ain't got time to argue with you. Let's just sign on the dotted line. Let's get paid for it.
All right, man. Keep your hands up and stay on your feet.
My dude. All right, y'all.
All right, peace, man. Appreciate it.
Yo.
Coming up next week on Tuesday Night Fight Talk.
It's a pleasure in reality talking to someone like you instead of like these other announcers that think they know boxing.
Right.
They say they watched a lot of boxing and they read some books. So I used to tell people like all the time, just because I drive a car fast, don't qualify me for a NASCAR driver.
Right.
So people think, oh, I watched a lot of boxing. I know boxing. I studied. I read the books. That don't qualify you to know boxing because you read some books and you watch some fights. I drive a car fast. Does that qualify for me to be a NASCAR driver?
That's right, y'all. Y'all heard him. Just because you drive a car fast don't qualify you to drive NASCAR. That's next week, y'all. Al Cole, long-reigning cruiserweight champion of the world. Don't miss it. Hey, and hit that subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy, Yahya McClain. I want to thank y'all for watching Tuesday Night Fight Talk, where legends come to talk boxing. Hey, I want you to hit the subscribe button and tell a friend to do the same. And oh yeah, I'll see you next Tuesday and every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.